Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Rhoslc DVD. How you doing? And this is going to be my episode recap of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 5, episodes 12 and 13. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Rhoslc DVD. How you doing? As you come into my house, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. This is going to be my episode recaps of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, episodes 12 and 13 of season 5. Now, the first episode is about Meredith by MISVAH. You know, Meredith saying, well, I ain't really got much going on, so hell, I got it. I haven't done a bar mitzvah. Let me do that. That way, since it's about religion and what's not in my heritage, people won't concentrate on all the evil shit that I've done in the past. The episode opens up with Meredith getting prepared for her bar mitzvah. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the bar mitzvah. We're going to get right into the drama parts of the thing. Ain't that what y'all want? That's what I'm going to do. Mama Meredith is here. Mama Sister Meredith is here. Papa Meredith, the unbeknown brother. His name is Reed. And he's kind of handsome. I like Reed better than I like Brooks. Maybe, and I ain't never met him. I just have to tell y'all, back in the day, I really did not like Angie K. Because she seemed extremely thirsty to me. Then I saw her on Watch What Happened Live, and I was like, maybe I can get used to joke about Angie K. That's what I used to call her. Still got to joke them out, but less jokery now that I like her. Because she's really, really been a good cushion for Mary to fall back on. And I like that because, I love me some Mary, Chad. And, no shade, but, she told Mary, I'm here for you when you need me, but no shade. But Mary, I'm telling you like I told the rest of them now. I suspect your problem is, you marrying Papa Dad out. And I'm going to move on. So, Brahma get the mess started, right? Well, I did notice a few things that when Angie gets mad at somebody, she likes to pick. She did bring a whole scroll to Bezos' party. Yeah, you about to get it started. And see, this is that thing that I don't like about Bronwyn that I started off liking Bronwyn. But this is that thing that I realized that I don't like about her. I don't like Two-Face. I've told a story before about how my mom used to tell us when something comes to you, you sit on it. And that used to get me in trouble in college, by the way. Because I'll be looking at my friends arguing back and forth and me knowing full well why they're arguing. But because of my code to my mother, I would rarely speak up and tell why they were really arguing. Because I'd be like, yep, let them figure that out on their own. I'm going to let them argue. But it was this one major blow up that we had where they all ended up blaming me. And I just had to go on and spray them motherfuckers. Sometimes you have to hold things in your back pocket. But baby, when I sprayed them, they didn't want no more of me. I let it out. I let it come out like a water hose being hooked up to a hydrant. Now, mind you, up until the troop thing, Andrew had been cool with Brown. But she did tell us to fuck up a couple times. But that's because Brown was doing the Brahma thing that she does. Wanting all the attention. Because now I see what it is. She's trying to be the newbie that stays around. Even though Angie K started off as a friend, most of the time their friends don't stick. Just like on Potomac and Married to Medicine. But Angie is that poo-poo stain that keeps coming back. I mean, not Angie, but over there on Potomac. I was talking about Potomac, about how friends don't stick around. I meant to say Jackie. Jackie. And Jackie can't dress, by the way. Ugh. So Lisa can't help but tell everybody that now that my husband is a doctor and we found out he is Josh too. I'm going to tell Meredith's mama that because Meredith's mama is traditionally Jewish. So now I've got to bring the attention on myself because I wouldn't be Lisa Barlow if I didn't bring attention to myself. Hold up. What in the hell does Meredith have on in confession? I'm really surprised that she decided to come. Bitch, you invited her. What she got on? Is that a bearskin reel that they cut the neck out of and put some spaghetti strap on? Because that's what it looked like. So Bronwyn is still doing her Bronwyn thing. I wonder if Sean knows he's married to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when she spots Sean coming in. Baby, when Andrew Casey this back, I cannot wait for her to drag Bronwyn's ass at this doggone reunion for stirring up that shit at this bar mitzvah. Because that's exactly what she did. And that's how she does her little get back. She'll go run back and tell this one and then run back and tell that one. I don't like people like that. So Brittany has to say, well, she did comment slut, so I'm kind of upset with her. And then, so maybe the reason why she calls me a slut is because she's really one herself. Oh, yeah, girl. Just because she said you was sleeping with a bunch of guys, you and that homemade religion of yours, that's probably the reason why she didn't want to tell people you were sleeping with guys. Because, you know, you did drag her for bringing the wine. So she like a little hypocrite. That's how I would have been looking at that. I said, no, this bitch ain't talking about me bringing wine when her children don't talk to her. And she's still trying to hold on to this Mormon religion when she's screwing a Mormon that don't really want her. And don't have any intentions of marrying her. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I be thinking the same thing that Angie K was thinking. I'm just saying. Mary comes even though she's really kind of on the outs with Meredith. Mary did finally make it in, and they was like, what should that lady in out there peeking through the window? Baby, when I tell you that when Mary arrived at this bar mitzvah, she was looking like Wednesday Addams on a Tuesday. Small talk. Meredith's cute. Meredith's beautiful. I'm glad she's doing it. Blah, blah, blah. Woo! Mary must have got a hold of some of that Manischewitz wine. I don't think I like this beer. So Brahma gets confronted. And Andrew's like, what did she say? She said, you the one said she was fucking 10 guys at once. So you did kind of call him a son. Oh. So here's where the slut shaming comes in at. Ooh, that moment I stopped liking Brahma. Oh, I didn't want to stop liking Brahma because I didn't stop liking Monica. Monica came through in a clutch. But Brahma, yeah. She's getting less and less and less of my good vibes. I'm snatching my good vibes. And she might have a stick up her butt because her granddad is very mean to her. And by granddad, I mean Todd. So Whitney and Heather and her chin have a conversation. And she just lets her know that, you know, people are saying that you're not really my friend, but they're supposed to be cousins. But I think if I was on this show And I had been through everything that I had been through with Whitney and Heather. I don't think I'll be calling my cousin my friend so much. I'm like, you're my cousin and I love you. So let's just be like we are as cousins. I think that's how I would be. But you know, hey, they're not me. They don't do anything like I would do. I guess that's why they are on the show and I'm not. So the conversation gets heated after Whitney confronts Bronwyn as well. Because why? Bronwyn's running back telling people, she's not your friend. She's not your friend. She's talking about you. She's talking about you behind your back. So now it's time for Angie and Brittany to go in. And this is where the show gets hot. H-A-W-T, baby. They go back and forth. She said, I didn't say you was the hell. I don't use that word. That's 90s. So 90s. And then she says, well, you did say I was fucking multiple boyfriend. Well, I mean, hell. Are you? Ain't you? I mean, we do have that cute guy that you dumped for Jared. I said that on purpose. You know, I get names mixed up sometimes, but I was definitely calling him Perry because that's what he looks like to me. You know, all Osmonds are not the same. And then he was the peacock on the Masked Singer, one of his Osmond uncles, I guess. The one that's the A-list, on the A-list. So, now mind you, Angie and Bronwyn had just gotten into it. So, now it's time for Bronwyn to go in. Well, Brittany said to me that you called her slut because you're one. Uh-oh. Now, Angie's been married for 25 years. Who's she slutting around with? So, in confessional, the Ronald McDonald, who is Bronwyn, tries to clear up why she decided that she was going to bust a cap in proverbially in Angie's ass because of Brittany. Because Brittany is the perpetual victim all the time. She's sick of it. So now it's time to cause so much dust and ruckus amongst the group that she can find favor back with Angie, I guess. Because she's going to tell the truth. I don't look like I have a high body count. I don't dress like I have a high body count. And I don't, wear my hair like I have a high body count. As I'm watching my favorite show, this is one of my favorite household shows right now. Since how Atlanta's not on, but don't get me wrong, Potomac is good, but right now this is SLC. So the episode opens up and Mary. Why is everything about Meredith annoying me this season? She's smelling that bath bomb and scent that she's making, and I'm like, I just dislike everything about you this season, especially your children. With them around, even the girl. You know, I can't stand Brooks. I have never been able to like him, but just everything about her. But anyway, she has a family do the sense, and they always like, okay. You know, and they have to talk about Angie K. She cannot come up with one good reason why she telling her, yo, like, well, she was slut shaming. As if, I mean, she really did not listen to Angie K when Angie K said that she had, nope, I'm going to have to go with Angie on this one. She didn't listen to the whole story. Angie continuously around the belt. It irritates the hell out of me. Yeah, because your bestie now said that you slept with everybody in New York. I bet it did, but a little bit. You were the first person on the show to get slut shamed. Even though I would say that you could be empathetic in this moment, you still have to recall that you didn't listen to the whole story. Had you listened to the whole story, then you would have known that these were responses. So Shauna and Angie talking. And when I tell you, they are besties. Good Judas, if you will. I'm sorry. I really think Sean is gay. And I think they have an arrangement. It's my opinion. But anyway, they go on. Again, it has nothing to do with him being a hairdresser. I think some of the best hairdressers are men. That's just like when people say that a man who cooks in the home is weak or handpicked or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, okay, some of the greatest chefs in the world, now it ain't one world, okay? Some of the greatest chefs in the world are men. So it's really weird to me when people will say that men are gay because they cook. No, I have good gaydar. But anyway, Andrew K says, I went there on a good open heart, an open mind. And, I was just, you don't invite people to your religious ceremonies. I thought this was a special event, and she just kicked me out. Yeah, because she was looking for a reason, basically. Now, you being a little dramatic now, Angie. I haven't stopped crying. Meredith kicked me out of her event. It was demeaning and demoralizing and dehumanizing. I bet it was. I bet you felt some kind of way. And I probably would have too, but I probably would have slapped shit out of. So that's the difference between me and you. But I know you felt some kind of way, but crying all day and all night, not that bad. No, I don't think so. Yep. Meredith is really acting for the show. Because you have to be an actress to think that somebody was gaslighting you over and over again when you're not innocent. Boo. Not at all. You've done your shit to Angie K. She might comment about you. She might comment about my hearing. She hadn't said anything about Brooks. I said something about it. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? I said something about you too. What you gonna do? Nobody likes your son. Okay? And it doesn't have anything to do with him being gay. He's overbearing. He's rude. He's just a male version of Lisa. So now we have a scene with Angie and Mary. Mary has gone to see Angie because she wants to, she don't have anybody to talk to. She don't have any family. So she wants somebody to have a unbiased listening ear to talk about Robert. But she lets herself in and she kind of scares Angie K. Even though she was expecting her, she didn't she didn't hear her come in. And then Mary didn't know that she was getting ready for her because Mary just let herself in, and she was at the door knocking and saying, oh, Angie. Like she could hear her in that tone. But Mary is so pulled up, she's against the yelling. You know what I hate? Is it just me, or am I just not fashion forward? But I hate those gloves that have all your fingers out. I don't know. It's just, I know they for rich people or whatnot, but I don't know. I like the ones that maybe have your fingers spaced off, but when you have your whole hand out, how's that protecting you from the cold? I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like it, especially the way Mary has it on with all that pink meshing together. So, baby, they are sitting in the doggone living room drinking champagne. Neither one of them know how to open it. These are rich people problems, okay? You about to drink some Cristal. Oh my God. My mouth is watering that charcuterie board and Cristal. Angie K. Angie K got that badass charcuterie board. I want it. I want some. I want some Cristal. I want it. I want it all. But Angie K says one thing I know how to do, baby. I don't know how to drink and I don't know how to pour. So she tipped that glass real nice. She said, and Mary was like, well, it doesn't look like you know how to pour it either. But, they having a little girl fun. Mary lets her know that she probably won't eat anything off that beautiful charcuterie board because she is very sad. So she opens up to Angie and then she says, I mean, he really surprised me. You know how your kids are acting weird, and Angie's like, ooh, let me just leave my joker mouth open. I better not say anything. And she started naming all things that he had done, and she was like, I had some idea because I told him to open up to me, and the fact that he did, I thought that was amazing, but I had no idea the amount of things he had tried. You know, he told me here, well, you know, we call it white girl. So I will have to say the word. H equals white girl. And if I say baking soda, I'm talking about the cocoa. So we can all be on the same page on what I'm talking about. He tried the pills and he's tried the NARS. Okay? So, yeah. Rich white folk drugs. No, he didn't just. So it may not be true about marijuana being a gateway drug. Because I didn't hear nothing about marijuana. Well, I guess she thought that was a given. Says, Mom, at one point I didn't want to live. This is Robert talking. She's saying that he said he felt like a stain. She said, did you know how much I loved you? I waited for you. I prayed for this child, 4 whole entire years. I didn't get pregnant. Maybe because you were praying for the child. You have to put in the work. Count that calendar. Get you one of those ovulation calendars. I can guarantee you if you're ovulating and you know your moments, if those swimmers are good, you will get pregnant. You see, it takes 2 people to get pregnant. I really am insulted these days by the fact that women take all the blame for infertility. Shout out to Bitter Tea. So Angie lets her know that, my mom had an addiction, and, I was 7 years old when she passed away. I realized that it wasn't anyone's fault. She was just overwhelmed. 7 kids. She probably had them back to back. You never know the type of hormonal changes that your body goes through after pregnancy. So I'm just going to say, I empathize with Angie. I empathize with Angie K, in her situation with her mother. And I definitely empathize with Mary. Mary's like, I don't have anybody. I don't have any family, no siblings that I could turn to, no grandmother, I guess because she's thinking about mama and, her mom. And it's just a sad state of affairs that women in their family were sitting there waiting in line to marry Robert Sr. I mean, it's disgusting to me. Just my opinion. And if I was a child growing up like that, and even though I grew up working class, middle class, middle working class, whatever you want to call it, I ain't see no shit like that here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see no mama, grandpapa, daddies marrying one another in a family. No. My uncles, I'm telling you, on everything that is holy, my uncles, my mother had no problem with the fears that we have now as women, especially me with my 2 little girls, leaving us around a relative like that. It's just different times. I know there have always been editors in the family, and that rumor that they had out on him, I don't know about that, but I do think there was some editorial behavior between Mary and Robert Sr. and her mom. I just do. And I think that her mother went down when he didn't choose her. And Mary has internalized this all onto herself. I'm sure if my children head down their path, I will probably blame myself as well. But as I've told my family member about their child, and I know you can't help but do that, I feel that. But you have to understand that people are also individuals. And I don't understand why, in many cases, their parents are blamed for this type of stuff. But, you know, I just have to look at it in the manner that, you know, he had to have been feeling some type of way. I wonder if he always knew that his dad was really his great grandfather. I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot on a child to bear, especially in high school. Kids in high school are mean. Hell, kids mean to each other. But why? I honestly feel like that child that showed out in that Christian school recently, I honestly feel like that child was bullied, and I don't get it. I don't understand what the fascination is behind bullying. I have never been that person, and I don't understand why kids are mean to each other like that. And just recently, my baby has been coming home telling me that a little boy in her class is messing with her, and he's making bad grades, or what she perceives to be his bad grades. And she told him that my mom don't let me come home with 70s. And I told her, I said, well, you know what? Every child is different. And if his mother finds that 70s are acceptable, you don't say a word to him. I'm giving him the eyesight of the little fuck of the day. I'm giving him the opportunity to leave my baby alone. And see, my baby has a bad temper, but she's the sweetest person. But I'm giving him the opportunity to figure this thing out on his own. It is almost, and it has been relentless. And then I have to tell her things like, oh, he just probably likes you, or all that type of stuff like that. When actually, I think he could just be an asshole. I'm just saying. So we're getting prepared to go to Puerto Vallarta. And Mary decides not to. I don't know why she always does this. She never flies with them, but she says, I just keep her peace, honey. And in some ways, I do believe that. And then, you know, you have Lisa, who is over the whole trip. And who wants to be under Lisa's guidance? It's just like being under Toya's guidance over there on Marriage Myth. Who wants that? I mean, child. Very two pretentious people leading a fun trip. You can't be fun when someone is that shallow. So here we go. This is what I mean by shallow, right? Lisa is upset with Bronwyn because she brought gifts. Damn passport holders. The more gifts, the merrier, stupid bitch. This is the prime example of why I don't like Lisa's ass. Then we also find out that Bronwyn is a victim of a vicious dog attack. Child. That dog would be somewhere missing. Pushing up days. You know, in some ways, I love that Lisa peddles her mediocre ass tequila everywhere, but nobody likes it. None of the girls like it. They've told us so much. So, why push this on people? Why? And this is a small town that I live in Mississippi. And most of the time in small towns like this, they have a lot of liquor stores. So out of the 73,000 liquor stores that we have here versus malls and places to eat, but we have plenty of liquor stores. I have never, ever seen Vita Tequila in them. We're about to get a new casino and it opens tomorrow. I'm gonna ask them, can I have some special tequila? It's called Vita. I'm gonna see, do they have it in our casino? Child, if they don't have it in a casino, maybe it's just a Utah thing. Well, here's the drama, because they have equal accommodation. It's just the idea that the villas are separate. It's the schoolgirls, Meredith, Helen, Lisa, and BRITNI. And in the next room is the Brown with Angie, Whitney, and Mary. But hey, I wouldn't get 2 shakes of a rattlesnake's ass. I had those accommodations. And who wants to be around Lisa like that? Yeah, well, Brown does. So, of course, Angie K, she's going to tell it right. Or going to ask it. How do you think Brown feels about the little separation from Lisa? Well, you talking about with the teens being separated and her not being with Lisa Barlow? Interesting. I wonder how she feels being kicked out of the Cool Girls Club. Not good. We about to find out. And the thing about it is, Angie K is not really feeling Brahma like that either. I wouldn't either, because like I said, she's two-faced. Bitch can't hold water. So now Brahma goes in the room with her villa mates, and she's like, well, since I've been introduced to Lisa's friends and Lisa's friends like me, it seems like that Lisa doesn't like me anymore like that. Well, no, she don't. Because that's never Lisa's goal. Lisa's goal is to never think that you will be welcomed in the group if she brings you in the group, because she wants you firmly up her ass. And now that Heather has made her way firmly up there, that's where Heather wants to stay. And just because of your little 10-year friendship, that means nothing. Because Heather's goal was always to be firmly up Lisa's ass. And that's where she is. So, Whitney clocks it. She's like, she was so quick to throw us under the bus at Camp Day, and just to get in Lisa's good graces, and now look at where she is. I know that's right. Speaking of, I know that's right. That white ensemble that Whitney has on in confessionals, it is very cute. I like it. So now she has to do what? Follow her sword and be cool with Angie and Whitney, because otherwise she wouldn't have anybody to hang with. It's Villa. Because Manjaw Heather can't stand her ass. So when Angie K reminded Meredith in that horrible bear outfit that she got her again, she decided she'd give her the gift back. It was just shampoo and conditioner from her store, which I'm pretty sure was nice shampoo. But it's like, as her badass daughter said, it has sulfate in it. Well, she knows I can't use her shampoo and conditioner. Girl, bye. That was the weakest give back I ever seen. Whack. They gonna sit it in the chair, girl, style. Lisa must not be generationally wealthy, because I find that girls who are not are like her. She asked for air conditioning in the golf cart. They're like, girl, there's no windows in this golf cart. You're sitting in the air. And they seem to be real extra with the amenities, if you know what I mean. If it's champagne, it has to be $500 and above. And then I noticed that with the little statement she made that time when she said, I don't fly Coach, I don't buy Coach. Yeah, stuff like that. I guess Coach is the low-end designer brand. But baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If it's still like that in the 90s, Chicago girls at Jackson State, if they were carrying Coach bags, that was above Dooney and Burke. See, us girls in the South, we were Dooney and Burke girls. But in the Midwest, Chicago, Coach. Coach shoes, Coach purses, Coach wallets, Coach headbands. And I thought that was until they started making that stuff with the prints on it. I thought that it was just plain as shit to be paying $400 or $500 for in college. I'm just saying. So even Lisa is annoyed with her new little lap dog. I have an announcement. Brittni needs to stop with the announcements. We get it, okay? Everything that she does, it requires a tap, tap, tap on the glass. Now you see how annoying she is with her closed up eyes. Now this right here, to me, I thought the girls were very vamped in this moment because, yeah, I mean, she made a breakthrough with her daughters. I guess they were so used to her making an announcement that didn't mean shit. They just had no reaction to this one. So I'm with Lisa a little bit here. Roman confronts her. She says, I'm not understanding your issue. I mean, I'm not understanding why you having an issue. You're in this beautiful villa and you're worrying about hanging out with me. You know I separated your ass to punish you. Because that's what I do. I'm Lisa. I'm punishing you for speaking out against me. You don't ever speak out against me. I'm the queen of this group. You didn't know that? So you're getting your little hand slapped a little bit. You have to roll with the punches on it, Bronwyn. So basically, Lisa's saying, I know you go on luxury trips as well, and so do I. So I just wanted to make sure that every detail was perfect. And then she says, well, let's not forget. You calling me a snob, but let's not forget whose trip was bitched and moaned about the first. Well, I'm going to have to get with Brahma on that. Because Brahma is right. I think Lisa was being a jackass on that last trip. I don't fly Coach, and I don't buy Coach. But we flew commercial here. But we flew first class. I think these rich people arguments here. I mean, Puerto Vallarta and a villa. I probably would have been satisfied on the bottom of the plane. But that's just me. I was raised up humble. So Lisa lets her know, shit, I just decided to save the money that I could have flown y'all private for a trip for me and my husband go to London now. Now, you a rich bitch. You don't have to save money for things, do you? That don't sound like rich bitch behavior right there. I'm not saying that I have a problem with the trip. I'm saying that I have a problem with you separating us. I want to be with you. You are the only friend that I have on this trip. Yeah, girl. That's what Lisa does. She will put you in your place if you stand up against her. So don't do it again. You have to be doing what? Resting firmly in her asshole. Yeah, but Lisa is, well, Lisa's shallow, so you can't make her understand your point. You keep trying to drive a point home to someone with an empty head. It's not gonna work. So she's thinking you're ungrateful because she thinks she won, A++ amenities, and you're trying to get her to see that it's about the friendship. She's not gonna listen. She's not gonna get it. She's an airhead. No brains. No, just air up there. So now we're trying to figure out who started it, right? And in a way, Angie did at Mary's house. But here's the thing again. She's not conflating issues. She's making a point. You're sleeping with 3 different dudes, but you got a problem with me bringing you champagne. Then you wait till another religious event and then call me slutty. And I'm married 25 years. We're going to go here and out on a limb and say it's probably not me who's the slutty one. I'm just saying. So I'm saying that the issues are the same. But, Lisa says, no, that's not the same issue. You're calling her slutty, and that's not the same as having flowers on the table, bringing a bottle of wine. Yes, it is. Because she's making a point. She was trying to say that she brought the wine to a religious event and she was disrespecting her event. And she was just saying, look, if you want to go all religious, maybe you shouldn't be spreading your legs from the east to the west and the north and the south. I'm just saying. So, there we have the waiter. He comes over. He's trying to get their attention. And I have drinks. I have this. I have that. And they still going back and forth. And Lisa drops the bomb. She's like, oh, well, nobody's had your back the way I have. And can we just talk it back? And, of course, Meredith has to jump in. You drop below the belt. Over again. Ciao. Meredith, get her out of here. Get her out of here. Meredith can be a friend to the show. I don't like to get rid of OGs. I've said that before, but I don't mind them dropping down to friend. And Goofy Britney. You said I have slutty hair. Yeah, that's it. I have slutty hair. You said I will slip with that woman. Yeah, is that girl always drunk? Why she trying to say somebody brought her some wine? She sounds like she drunk right now. So right in front of the waiter, she says, and you said I had porn star tits. And she just couldn't let that go. And everybody's looking at her like, girl, stop. So Meredith says, well, I don't like to understand. I mean, I'm confused. Over the last couple of years before my bar mitzvah, we were trying to come to a common ground. Well, where are you? I really want to know why did you want to be at my bar mitzvah when you were treating me like you just didn't really want to be there. So why did you come? Well, I just wanted to move on with this shit. Pay it forward with you. Look, y'all. I'm just going to say it and nobody else has to agree with me. Y'all too? Bad combination. Rome runs down to town now because Angie had it right. She was like, well, it started this way. Britney called Angie a slut to me. Then I told Angie what she said. And then Angie just took it to hell. Britney cried and told Mary and Mary kicked Angie out. That is the way it happened. So Bronwyn steps in and says, well, I don't like neither one of them, but I really can't stand Britney, so Angie wins. And so when it comes back to the table, because this was said in confessional, ooh, baby, I can't wait to the reunion so Angie could confront her about that one. And she said, well, you said, and I was like a porn star. She said, oh, hold on. We're not going to insult porn stars. Like I said, Angie took it to hell. And still taking it to hell. Well, it is Trap Jaw from the 80s cartoon He-Man. Heather, who cleared things up. She was like, it's not slut shaming, it's hypocritical. Which is what I've been saying the whole time. Thank you, Trap Jaw from the 80s. That really should have summed things up, because that's a fact. You drink wine, but you sleep with a lot of people, and you want to be religious when it comes to wine, of all things. The stuff that Jesus did bring. But then y'all don't believe in Jesus. You have your own separate Mormon Jesus, and Mormon Jesus probably didn't drink it all, I guess, because, he didn't like the black people. So, there's that. So, then she just blurts out, how can I be a slut? We're not sleeping together. That's what Brittany said. Yeah, but you bobbing around here in lingerie, and that's not giving that sleeping together. So Bronwyn brings up the lingerie thing again, and she's like, well, girl, child, I'm just telling you, nobody has ever bought me crotchless panties that I ain't ran up in this hole. I'm just saying. So, not super soak this hole. So, I'm just saying. So, now here comes the hypocrite part again. There should be no sex shaming to anyone, because we can do what we want to do behind closed doors. You can do what you want to do behind closed doors, but you can't drink a bottle of wine. That's the point, idiot! It's nobody's business. Who I sleep with? And then Lisa, I agree with that. And then here comes Meredith's ass again. She just can't let it go. I just want you to know I was very triggered. So, ending the episode, Meredith and Angie apologized to each other. It was hard for Meredith to do it, but she pulled it out of her ass and admitted that she didn't have the whole story. And Angie was like, well, that's all I needed. I respect you. I respect you as a mother, as a friend. But you ain't my friend. That's what I would have said. I mean, me and you could never be, but, with the rest of these people. But the episode goes off and they're at a better place, which I'm pretty sure they'll roll back into hell pretty soon. I don't. Like sometimes in this world, people are not meant to be your friend. Some people are just meant to be cordial with. And at this point, let me go to Love and Marriage Huntsville just real quick, because I know I can't stay out of Love and Marriage Huntsville world. But I was thinking about Mel, and I thought about how, like, sometimes it's just some people you can't even be cordial with her being in the situation she's in, because Latricia done slept with a man, allegedly, when he was her man, and I'm sure she don't care now, but I mean, he was her man at one point, and he was a man we suspect as, content creators during the time that they were together. Tisha knew about the RP, but took Martell's side. Now she's floating in the middle somewhere, her and Marceau. And then apparently Kimmy is about to breed her for filth down to the reunion. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where that show will go from here. It has nothing to do with this show, I know. But sometimes when I think about Mel, I kind of can put her in this bubble where these women are. And these women are ensemble cast, which makes it different. Because Melody is probably kind of like on an island to herself. And it's just sad. But, it's hard on SLC to put somebody in the island to themselves. I think that whoever Lisa is mad at the moment, she preferred that nobody speak to them ever again. And if she decides to speak to them, that's when everybody else can, because now she is trying to get the group to ice out Whitney. And that's not going to be possible, because now Whitney likes Mary. Which I probably wouldn't like Whitney if I was married. I don't think she did to her. I almost got to let the church shut down. But that's neither here nor there. The episode ends with them being in a good place, which I'm pretty sure it's not going to last. I just made the point to say some people ain't meant to be friends. And with that, I am going to close. This has been Reality with D. Come on in, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. Share the video. And why? Because sharing is indeed caring, and it's good over here. Come on in tonight. If you see this video tonight before I upload it, hopefully it'll be uploaded by the time I get ready to go over there to MISVAH's channel. We are going to do my first ever collaboration. Fingers crossed. I hope this turns out good. And as I do, when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Now come on over. It's at 5:30 on his channel.